nothing is aligned. These conferences are different, with the exception of the few schools who can actually come up to the FCS level. And I'm what Skeggy in Albany State, maybe.
But
Uh,
it's not about coming up. It's not about moving up. It's just about them lobbying since they're all NCAA. They're
school,
all
exactly.
NCAA schools, no matter what division that you are in. So that's the reason why uh
So the only thing that I can think of them lobbying is this new.
for Division One, for us in Division One, we're lobbying because of the revenue sharing. Division Two ain't got to worry about that.
Mr. Thornton. I'm sorry. It's we're part of the problem is me. I'm trying to lead something to water. There are a few things that are happening in conjunction with this announcement that makes it a dubious announcement. So there is a NCAA governance vote that is coming soon. And if you take events of the past and you go, okay, why now? Well, that governance model is coming in. And what a lot of people are afraid of is that there will be a group of people that will have more say over NCAA, or whatever they're going to call it, that it will create a rift and it will create another level of NCAA. I don't know. For the meantime, we'll call it HBCU Division One. But I will call it that for an example, right? So you have P4, you have Group of Five, HBCU Division One, right? And so if all of the NCAA schools have an alliance, because the voting powers will go to the most of the voting power goes to Big Ten and the SEC, Big Ten, SEC, and then it's the ACC, Pac-12, and then the Group of Five. With that governance vote, we have been expecting. If you follow me on Twitter, it's another guy that everything is starting to line up, right? The governance model, the college football playoff voting, all of this is a big, big deal. And if this alliance is to make sure that when a shift happens, that the HBCUs are protected, that's a good thing. If this alliance is just to lobby Washington, I don't know. Again,
I don't think we
reading,
was complaining about nothing. I think we
yeah,
just trying
no,
to figure out what it
yeah,
is, though.
yeah.
no. So be and if I'm guilty of complaining, I'm guilty of complaining about not enough detail is being brought forward. And that's what happens a lot of times. The lack of information, lack of transparency. We understand some stuff is work product and you're just not gonna put it in the world. But if you're telling us that, hey, we did this great thing, but we don't have no information on it,
Right.
that's a problem. So it wasn't us bashing the alliance. We're just trying to figure out how it fits in the grand scheme of everything. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, and I just said it. Um, and that's the thing. I don't believe it's a. I don't believe it is a situation where I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't think this is about money. I think this is strictly about governance
No,
and what
definitely
happens
about
next.
protection and regulation.
That's
Yeah,
all it is.
Like you, and this is an old saying. I got it from one of my history professors. We either gonna fight for a spot at the table or we gonna be what's on the menu. So if this is the fight for the spot at the table, then by all means go ahead.
yeah. And trust and believe the Big Ten and the SEC are trying to make everybody on the menu. It's either
Yep,
we get our way or we gonna bounce.
yep.
Either get eight. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's survival of the fittest. So
Hold on. That's an important comment. So I do. I am not the one who will say HBCUs will leave the NCAA. I'm not even saying that the P2s will leave the NCAA in what is expected to be its new configuration. They will still be the NCAA, but they will have self-governance. Whereas the group of five will still be within NCAA. HBCUs and what I said earlier, HBCU Division One will also still be under the umbrella of Division One. But because of the two essentially going off and playing in the woods, there will be more resources available or more content available for broadcast partners to where this new model may improve HBCU's access to media. Again, I'm not expecting the mothership to come to the rescue and all. I'm not expecting that. If you follow me, I am not a mothership fan. However, there will probably be, and this is probably one in the works already, that will have money on the table for the taking with SWAC TV and what other the other streaming entities. UEN is the other one.
Well, if it's to protect HBCU heritage, then you gotta put the HBCU
Yeah, I
athletic
put the
teams.
AUC in there.
You
Mhm.
gotta put them up in there because they're the biggest, they're the largest conference that we have right now.
So,
This is true.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm very clear. I'm not bashing this agreement. We would like to know more information. And again, with the new governance model, this makes sense. But the way that it was dropped today, it was just kind of dropped in our laps. And so the people who knew, they didn't leak it. If they knew in advance, it just showed up on the timeline. And it's like, what's this? And then a tweet was deleted, and then a new tweet was made, and it had some structure set up, some basic information, and that was it. So we're just trying to figure out or talk through what it possibly could be, and give our fans and viewers an idea of what to look for. Because this new governance model is coming. There
Yep.
may be a time to where the the FCS division HBCUs are in a completely different division, but still amongst each other. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I say it like that, because if you say going up to division, FBS, people lose their mind. That's not what I'm saying.
Everlasting.